So the next pricing model is by area, which is honestly very popular among us people who are just starting out design. To the new designers, it's easier for them to just calculate the area of a room and say, you know what, this is how much I'm going to be charging for it. I started out charging by area because this is the fit out form that I used to work in the first job, my first job. They charge by area, and I took their exact price and model thinking that I would do really well, and I was shocked because here's the thing, there's a lot of variables that are not included if you are charging by area. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm saying this is my personal experience with it. So how does it work? Say that I charge per square meter or per square foot this amount of money. So it could be, for example, $90 or $20 or whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. You can also research with the market and see how much other designers are charging, but you need to fit it to your own need. Where is this pricing model good for you? If the scope and timeline are well defined, which rarely happens. So you have a very clear timeline, for example, a week to complete this room, and you are sure that it's 1 week because they're moving in 1 week and that's it, and there's no scope creep. And the scope as well, like they just need to accessorize the room, for example. That makes sense then to charge by area. Can you tell I had a really negative experience with this? So pros and cons time. Pros, it simplifies quotations. Yes, it does. And it's easily understood by clients, adaptable to the nature of the service provided. While the cons is no matter how much you charge, it will be lower than other methods, especially with smaller projects. I highly advise you to look into other ways of pricing, unless it's like the only option for you. Let our designer, Rosemary, and our client, Kaylin, have a conversation again. So Kaylin would say, I've heard you charge based on the per square foot model for design projects. Can you explain how that works for my office redesign? So Rosemary would say here, certainly. My per square foot pricing model means I charge a fixed rate for each square foot of the space being designed. For office projects like yours, it's $20 per square foot. This model simplifies the pricing process and directly relates to the cost of the size of the project. So then Kaylin would say, what advantages does this model have for me as a client? Like, what's in it for me if you are charging per square foot? So here's what our designer, Rosemary, would say. This pricing model provides a clear and straightforward estimate from the beginning. It helps in budgeting as the cost is proportional to the size of your office space. It also ensures that the pricing is very understandable and transparent based on the actual area I'll be working on. What Kaylin might say, well, this is a hypothetical scenario. I don't think Kaylin would say that, but how do you ensure the design quality isn't compromised with a flat rate like this? So especially if she shopped around for price, this might be an answer for her. But Rosemary would say, great question. The quality of the design is independent of the pricing model. The per square foot rate has been calculated to cover the comprehensive service you'll receive from initial concepts to implementation, ensuring high standards are met throughout the process. Now you might have a question right here, like how much should you charge? There are bigger firms who use the square foot method. Away from Kaylin and Rosemary for a minute, when we're talking about the other firms, the bigger firms using the square foot method, because it's easier to understand, and one of the things that you might lose the client with is the pricing. So it's the easiest way to price. What they do is like multiple tiers. So there's the first tier, which is like, for example, if it's a smaller room, so then it's a higher rate, and if it's a bigger area, then it's a lower rate. So this way they can avoid this whole confusion. That's also an option, but you don't have to follow that. And if you feel like this is the only option, then that's how you do it. Kaylin might also ask, basically she's asking, what if we require more work? So Rosemary here would say, I'm glad that you mentioned that. While per square foot model covers the most basic design needs, any special requirements or complexity beyond the standard scope are discussed up front. If needed, we can adjust the rate or switch to a different pricing model that better suits the project's unique demands. If the client comes up with a question like this, that's a good answer to have. So, naturally, let's say that sounds fair. I appreciate the transparency. Let's start with an assessment of my office space.